channel. It's your boy Steve from Straight Fire Picks. Major League Baseball season is ready to start here today on Thursday, March 27th, 2025. We got your best bets for MLB today. We're going to have player props, run lines, money lines, over-unders, totals, everything that you can imagine today. We got 4 picks today that I think are great value bets here for this Thursday Major League Baseball slate. As always, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button for me. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 9,000 subscribers. Appreciate all of you guys' support. As always, if you're a returning viewer here at the channel, make sure you hit that like button for me as well. It really does help grow the video and what we're trying to do. Make sure you guys drop your favorite pick down below in the comment section. If you guys follow us in the NBA, you guys know how this works. You drop your favorite pick down below, put a star or an asterisk next to it. If your pick hits in the chat, we call it out in the next video in our comment capper section. Great way for you guys to connect with the channel, share your guys' ideas with the rest of the community members. It's been working out great for us. The chat, at least in the NBA, has been on fire. I think we could do the same in baseball too. So make sure you guys drop your favorite pick down below. Check out all of our social media sites down below as well, guys. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Of course, our community Discord page as well. In the pinned comment and in the description, you'll find all those links. Great ways to connect with the channel. Again, to stay updated on the channel, all those things are free. So make sure you guys stay updated on that. Check out our Major League Baseball futures video as well, guys. We'll have that tagged here at the end of this video. If you guys are interested in betting the futures market in baseball, that video is live as well. This is more pertinent to you guys. I've been talking about the futures video in baseball for a long time on our NBA videos. Obviously more pertinent now that we got a baseball video out. So check out that futures video if you guys are interested in that. Also, check out our Straight Fire merchandise if you guys are interested in any Straight Fire swag here. You can get shirts, mugs, signs, all at our website there, our store website. That's also in the pinned comment in the description. You'll find that link for that. And then lastly, check out our Straight Fire MVP program. Just $3.99 per month. You get access to all of our picks and our plays early. You also get access to our Straight Fire MVP exclusive pick of the day as well. So be sure to check that out. We've been doing pretty well with that in the NBA. As of right now, I'm not sure we'll have a Major League Baseball exclusive pick of the day. We'll definitely have one pick from somewhere. I can't guarantee it's going to be baseball, but it's been the NBA market we've been doing for that. So just so you guys know, I'm not sure I'm ready to do two exclusive plays per day. Right now, it's just one. So make sure you guys check that out. You also get shout-outs on our video and roll call in the Discord and some custom emojis, stuff like that. It's also a great way to support us in what we do here at the channel. All right, guys. I have been waiting for this for a while, guys. We're super excited for the baseball season. It's going to be a great day. Our first games start at around 3 o'clock Eastern time, so keep that in mind when you're placing these bets. We have, looks like, of our picks here, we have picks that run up until, I believe, the 7, 8, 9 o'clock game. I just had to see what time that Dodgers game starts, but because we do have a pick in that game. So, but yeah, our picks start at 3, so hopefully we have a great day. We hit the ground running here in baseball. We had a 4-0 sweep in the NBA yesterday, so hopefully we can keep some good momentum. We're wearing our red shirt here, our red polo, which was obviously very good to us yesterday, so I'm wearing it again today. We're going to need that extra finesse today, guys. We got both NBA and Major League Baseball. If you guys are interested in checking out the NBA video as well, that'll be tagged here at the end of this video. So check out NBA. We've been having a great season in the NBA, and hopefully we can have the same for baseball, guys. I'm super excited, like I said, to get into this baseball season. It's been a long time coming. A lot of new headlines. Juan Soto on the Mets. I am a Mets fan, if you guys didn't know. But I don't think I have any. No, I do have a bet in that game. So, without further ado, enough of all that. You guys aren't here for that. We don't have a results section, obviously, because this is day one for us. But typically we'll have a results section. We'll have a comment capper section. And outside of that, guys, let's get after today. Let's get right into our picks here. At number 1, we are going with the Boston Red Sox money line here versus the Texas Rangers. -112 odds on FanDuel. If you guys watch my futures video, you guys will understand why I obviously like this bet. Check out that futures video. It's another link there for that. But love the Red Sox here coming out of opening day here today, guys. You got Garrett Crockett on the mound for the Red Sox, which is the biggest thing I was looking at today. So far, the dude is as advertised. .57 ERA and 15.2 innings pitched, allowing just a .228 batting average in spring training. Not really that surprised by that. Crockett obviously was great last year on a bad team in the White Sox. he goes over to the Red Sox here where he's going to be able to actually get some run support. And I think here the Red Sox are going to hit the ground running with Crockett as their starter. I think that's going to be a big addition for them. Also added Alex Bregman in the offseason. Great bat there at third base. So obviously that's going to be huge for this lineup. Adding that to Devers in the lineup there with Devers. So obviously it's going to be a pretty potent offense now as well. That's the hope anyway. We'll see how it all translates. But I do like what they obviously have with Crockett. And like I said, with their lineup, I think they're going to be able to do well here against the Rangers. They've won 4 of the last 6 meetings with the Rangers, going back to last year. So they won 4 of those 6 meetings. And, up against the starter Eovaldi for the Rangers today, he was not as impressive in spring. 5.58 ERA, 8 runs allowed, and just 13 innings pitched. Now, I'll be honest. Spring training, I don't make a lot of those type of numbers. But I will say, right now, if I'm looking at Crockett and Eovaldi, I like Crockett a little bit more right now than Eovaldi as far as having an edge. As far as lineup-wise, both these lineups are pretty solid. There's no doubt about that. Obviously with the Rangers having Corey Seager, Semien, and Dolis Garcia, obviously they have a pretty solid lineup as well. But I think coming out of the gate here with these new additions, I think it's going to be a good energy here coming out of the gate for the Red Sox. And something to be excited about for the season for Red Sox fans. Bullpen power rankings. If you're looking at these two bullpens, actually pretty similar ranked on Fangraphs. If you look at that, the Red Sox bullpen ranked 9th. Rangers ranked 12th. So they have the Red Sox with a slight edge there over the Rangers for the bullpen. Time will tell, right? As far as bullpen stuff. Whenever you're betting early season baseball, you don't have a ton of info to go off of. You're going off of off-season stuff, spring training, new additions, how these guys are going to do. But I do like the start here for the Red Sox. I like the additions that they have. I like that they're coming out with Crockett. I think they're going to be able to get, be able to do work here in Texas and get this win here today. So, love it there, guys. For number 1 pick, we're going Boston Red Sox money line here versus the Texas Rangers. Minus 112 odds on FanDuel. Okay, and at number 2, we are going with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Minus 1.5 run line here versus the Detroit Tigers. Plus 140 odds on ESPN Bet. This is extremely bold, right? No doubt about it. The Dodgers so far covered minus 1.5 in both of their games to start the season. Honestly, not surprised by that. I was talking to my buddy, got to get the bag. He's like, hey, I think we just got to come out the season betting the Dodgers minus 1.5 run line and like all season. And I'm like, I get it, and I agreed with him. So honestly, I get the idea from him. I started looking into it. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, coming out to start the season here, obviously they took care of business in Tokyo. Guys, this is the home opener for them after winning the World Series. So there's a lot of momentum here for the Dodgers. A lot of great energy going to be in the park for the Dodgers tonight. Obviously, we like to see that. So what's the real deal here, though? Why are we getting such good value? Well, Tariq Skubal's on the mound for the Tigers. He was 18-4 last year, a 2.39 ERA, a .92 WHIP. The guy was practically unhittable, right? So why am I betting on the Dodgers? Well, I just mentioned the momentum that they have, like I said, coming off of last season winning the World Series. They've already covered the 1.5 in the first 2 games. Their offense hit the ground running, which we like to see that. Ohtani obviously is great. But this is more to me an indictment against the Tigers lineup than it is against Skubal. Obviously, Tigers are going to struggle once again, I think, this season to score runs like they have for a while now. They were a little bit better last year, but their offense still has some work to do. They were supposed to get Alex Bregman in the offseason. That fell through, and that was really a big hit to them. And they ended up going to the Red Sox, who we bet on today. But a couple things here. For one, the Tigers lineup, I don't trust. And for number 2, Skubal's not going to pitch deep into this game. Very notable and something to pay attention to on opening day, or at least the first week or 2 in baseball. A lot of times, managers and stuff aren't going to pitch their pitchers deep into games, especially their aces. So I'd be surprised if you see Skubal go past 6 innings anyway, and they're going to keep his pitch count likely under 100. I'm not expecting anything crazy from Skubal today as far as his pitch count. They're not going to do that early on in the season. Not in a AL-NL matchup either. So it would make no sense for that to happen, and typically it doesn't happen. If you guys will notice, if you go on any prop site that you look at, you'll be tantalized to take a lot of pitching prop overs because you'll look and see a ton of green. And the reason that is because the books know that these pitchers, the likelihood of them pitching deep into games is very small. But if you're just going off those hit rates, you're going to be in trouble today. Because the books want you to take the overs, but those overs likely aren't going to hit. Just because, like I said, you're going to see pitchers pitching a lower innings count today. So you should definitely look at those unders on pitchers, I believe, today. So, like I said, they're not going to overexpose them. Home opener for the Dodgers after winning the World Series. The fans, the team are going to be ready to roll today. You got Blake Snell going for the Dodgers today. 5-3 last season, 3.05 ERA, 1.19 WHIP. He was their big offseason addition. So hopefully, obviously, he could hold it down. This Dodgers bullpen can hold it down, opening up for this offense to do what they do. This offense, you guys know what it is with the Dodgers offense. They can put up runs in bunches. You're never out of a bet with the Dodgers. Obviously, this team could put up 10 runs on anybody. I'm not saying they have to do that today, but like I said, we're not going to see an overabundance of Skubal today, I don't think, anyway. And he's not used to always playing offenses like the Dodgers either. Let's say that as well. He's got an 18-4 mark, 2.39 ERA in the AL Central, where he's playing teams that offensively aren't anywhere near the Dodgers, anywhere near what the Dodgers have. And also he's on the road here. So there's a lot of things here working in our favor as well. So love it there for number 2 pick, guys. Going Los Angeles Dodgers -1.5 run line here versus the Detroit Tigers, +140 odds on ESPN Bet. Okay, and at number 3, and to our point on pitchers unders, we are going Zach Wheeler, under 1.5 walks here for the Philadelphia Phillies, -105 odds on DraftKings. Well, there's a few reasons why I like this. A couple things I'll say about this. ESPN Bet also offers this line, -115 odds on their site. Those are the only 2 books that I actually saw that have this. If you guys are going to be betting baseball this year, it's important to note, you really want to have a DraftKings account. They are known for having an overabundance of baseball stuff that you can pick from. That's very important because the biggest thing in betting is you're looking for where you can find your edges. And here in the props market, this is where I think we have a big edge with Zach Wheeler. We mentioned how it's not likely that Zach Wheeler is going to pitch deep into this game. Last season on opening day, Zach Wheeler pitched 89 pitches, 6 innings pitched. He got to 6 innings, but just 89 pitches, 0 walks. So I think it's likely, once again, you'll see him go under 100 pitches here today. And also, obviously, his command's pretty solid. It was pretty solid in the spring as well. Just 2 walks and 14 innings pitched in the spring, which I like that, honestly. And he's up against the Nationals today, who honestly have a tendency to chase. They had the 6th fewest walks last season. So they certainly will go outside the strike zone. It's not the most plate discipline lineup that you'll ever see. So I think there's a good chance that he could keep it in the strike zone here and put pressure on these hitters. And like I said, the likelihood is that he's not going to go too deep into this game. Now, I'll be honest, that's a pretty scary bet, right? Any bet you take like this is going to be scary. But I like the odds of him hitting it today. And honestly, across the board, I'll say it again, you want to look at pitchers unders today. You want to find good spots where you can find a good pitcher under, maybe an outs or something like that, where you could find some good value on an under. And just understand, when you're looking at those prop sites, guys, don't allow yourself to be fooled. Be above that and be like, hey, got to think about this a little bit here. They're not going to pitch their normal count. This isn't May. This isn't June, guys. This is first week of baseball. Unders, I think, are going to be the way to go here early on in the season as far as on your pitchers. So, love the look here, though, on Zach Wheeler, guys. I think, obviously, he goes under today. I think this is a great spot for him. So, love it there for number 3 pick. You got Zach Wheeler under 1.5 walks here for the Philadelphia Phillies. -105 odds on DraftKings. Okay, and finally at number 4, we got the Mets and the Astros. Over 7.5 runs here. -115 odds on Fanatics. So I love this look, guys. To me, I was looking down the list, and a lot of these over-unders are small, too. You look down the list on the over-unders, a lot of them are 6, 7.5. And I think this is the only one really I liked as far as on an over. But I do like this over today. You got 2 pretty potent offenses now. The Mets obviously added Juan Soto, which is going to be huge in their lineup. I mean, you talk about the front end of that lineup with Lindor, Soto, Alonso, Vientos, Nemo. There's a lot of good bats in that Mets lineup now that you could trust. and I think they're going to be able to put up some runs here today. And there's going to be some home runs hitting this park. It's a pretty solid hitters park as well. The Astros park ranked 12th best in park factors for hitters from 2022 to 2024. So a solid hitters park. We don't have to deal with the elements, right? I think the one thing you got to be concerned about if you're looking at any type of over, a lot of these parks in the spring is colder weather, right? Which doesn't help you. The ball doesn't carry the same, obviously, in the cold weather. So obviously you want to look at warmer climates if you're going to be looking at an over. And the Astros classifies as a solid climate. It's going to be, around 70 degrees, and you don't have to worry about the elements, which I think is big here. Like I said, Juan Soto making his debut for the Mets. I think it's going to make a big difference in this offense. You also got Clay Holmes starting the season for the Mets. I'll be honest with you, I'm not sold on this dude as a starter. This dude hasn't made a start in the regular season since 2018 with the Pirates. So is he gonna, pitch deep into the game? Is he gonna have a great start? I don't see it. I don't know. Maybe he'll pitch a couple good innings, but he's not gonna pitch deep into the game. We're gonna be getting into the bullpen, and then things could just get kind of mucked up here in this game. And I could see there obviously being a lot of runs in this game. And the Mets, though, versus Valdez as well. Valdez is a guy who at times has been vulnerable in his career. I think you're playing this Mets lineup now with the versatility that they have. I think you could struggle also versus this Mets lineup coming out of the gate. And like I said, I think you could see an abundance of runs in this one. I think 7.5 is just a little too low. I think they had this at 8.5. Probably would have stayed away, but 7.5 to me is just a little too low on the run count. I think they go over today. Like I said, one of the few overs I like. You also got Christian Walker coming in here for the Astros, really kind of, filling in for Alex Bregman. They lost Bregman in the offseason, obviously. They added Christian Walker. So obviously that's big. They still got Christian Walker, Yordan Alvarez, Altuve. Still got bats in this lineup that can get it done. So that's what I'm looking at here. I think both these offenses are still going to be pretty solid this season. Still projected to be pretty solid this season. And like I said, either of these pitchers, I'll be honest, I've bet on against Valdez in the past. Valdez isn't a guy that he's technically the ace of the staff, but he's not the type of ace that I've ever really trusted. So I think the Mets are going to be able to potentially get some hits off of them. He's at times gets wild with his command, and if that happens here today, obviously you get Soto now as one of the more disciplined hitters. So anytime you can get runners on base, put pressure on that pitcher, it could create problems. And I think the Mets and Astros will be able to put up some runs today. So love it there for number 4 pick, guys. Got Mets Astros over 7.5 runs here in this one down in Houston, minus 115 on Fanatics. All right, guys, that is going to do it for our picks. If you guys enjoyed the content, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Super excited, obviously, that baseball's back, guys. Been waiting for this for a while. And hopefully we hit the ground running here in the Major League Baseball. We have a great season. That's what we're looking to do. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Check out our NBA video as well. We're hot over there. Check out our futures video on baseball. You guys will see both those pop up on the screen. Check out those videos. Aside from that, that's going to do it for me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you next time. Peace out.